Hey everyone, welcome to Shelly's Kiwi Lane Designs page. I'm Shelly. I'm sorry I haven't seen you in a while. I've missed you. The last couple years have been a little rough for my family, but we are trying to bounce back. So I thought I would try to catch up and play with our January club kit. If you're live, hopefully we're live. Not sure why I'm having issues today. Let's see. Let's see if we're live somewhere else. Well, now that's interesting. I'm so confused. It says I'm live, friends. Why isn't it working? Oh, there we go. Ooh, that was a long lull. Okay. We are in a long lag here, guys, so I apologize. Say hi as you're hopping on. I'm gonna sprinkle this out to some groups. Say hello if you're hopping on with me. We're going to be playing with the January club kit called Life in the Fast Lane. Get that car up there. Say hello. Let's get it out to threads. Okay. I am going to try not to take too much of your time up. This could come as two parts. We'll do a part 1 and part 2, depending on how quickly we can get through this, okay? Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Tell me in the comments who you want to win, if you even care. Tell me if you're going to be scrapbooking, or are you watching the game, or are you doing both? All right, I think I have everything I need. I am out of town, or I'm not in my hometown, so I brought some things along with me. Hopefully I have everything. We'll see. Okay. Life in the Fast Lane, our January 2026 kit. It looks fun. I think I have some fun, I'm sure I have some fun pictures of my son when he was young, because he absolutely loved Hot Wheels. Any kind of car, any kind of truck, you name it, he loved it, he played with it. So I'm sure I have pictures of him playing with it. I haven't even opened this kit, you guys, so let's take a look at it together, shall we? Let's explore together. If you would like to be a club member, go ahead and comment club, and I'll get some information sent over to you. All right, Life in the Fast Lane. The included templates are called Turbo. And these are all, it's probably easiest if I just kind of show you. And then as I'm going through them, I'll show them too. Okay. If you're a club member, you get the free idea book with the club kit, and you have access to previous club kits, the PDFs, and the ability to actually purchase if you need more. All right, so this is the template kit. This is the papers. Let's see. And then they always, in the events, so they revamped, or they are revamping the community, the circle community. So if you go in there, it could be totally rearranged for you. You may see yourself that you aren't in some groups that you thought you used to be in. Be patient, they're trying to move some stuff around. But there's an event community that you can get into and follow, that where they introduce the Kiwi kits and just other things. They feel, or what they did with this month or last month's kit, is they paired it with Widget and Abbey Road. I didn't see that until I had left, so I didn't bring mine. But I brought other ones with me, other templates that we can play with and hopefully pair with this month, okay? So we have some fun little a pattern paper with roads and cars and bikes and airplanes, all kinds of transportation. A really light, that looks kind of like a taupe-ish, maybe green color there. We got a nice dark gray with some tire tracks. So we have two of those, which means those could be used as your background pieces. And then on the other side is kind of like a checkerboard with greens. Your next two pieces of paper here are another set of backgrounds. You guys, you could do, you can get a couple double page layouts out of your kits, especially if you add your own cardstock, or if you have purchased those paper packs that they offered. They're still there, okay? You can pre-order. They are still available to pre-order. So make sure you go to the pre-order section. I have everything linked in the video, so that can direct you straight there, okay? But that's an orange, like a burnt orange. And then tire tracks again, that kind of look like, kind of goes with that, I think, really well. They're pretty much almost the same color there. And then we have a dark blue, two more of those. Again, so many options for backgrounds. And then this checkerboard on that side. This is a fun little design, just some dots in all kinds of different sizes. It's kind of fun. On the back side, just some zigzags in a brighter orange, okay? So you kind of have that darker orange, and then this is a brighter orange. Again, a little bit darker. I want to say those are just X's, kind of just like a messy X. I was gonna say maybe they were airplanes, but I don't think those are airplanes. They're just kind of like a cross with a fun little word pattern on that side. Same colors as that. That's kind of fun. Ooh, here's a nice dark green pattern. And then you got that. Stripes. I love mixing and matching crazy patterns, so this does not offend me at all. We got some fun little star or bursts, and then a nice light blue color that looks good. Brings out some of those cars and trucks. And then some more dark blue, and then with another fun pattern there. Yeah, I think that's one page. These papers are just supreme. They are nice and thick. And then we have this page with some quotes and fun things. I probably will use this Dream Big little one because I'm telling you, when he was a baby, we have bins and bins of Hot Wheels. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And then a fun little pattern on that side. All right. Do you remember, like I remember when I would go to the scrapbook stores to look at papers and put together collections, I would always get 2 of these types of pages because I always wanted, I didn't want to waste these or ruin that page. So I would always get 2. Honestly, I would always get like 3 or 4 because I have 3 kids. And, you know, if all 3 of them were in the same picture, then I had to make 3 layouts. So do you guys do that too? Or do you just do like 1 album per family, I guess, if you will? All right, let's decide. Put stuff over to the side here. We're going to try to get through a couple different steps of the design of the Kiwi Lane process of creating a scrapbook page or layout. We have 5 steps: design, trace, cut, ink, and replace. Okay, so we're going to start with the design phase, and I'm going to pick out my backgrounds. So we have these to choose from, or the burnt orange. I wish I had my pictures with me because that would give me a better idea. Dark blue. Let's move this pattern out of here. So these are my first 3 options for backgrounds, or these could be my backgrounds. I think I might go with this one because it's subtle. It's not so dark. And I think it'll be fun with the other pages we're going to use. I think that's what I want to do. Although I kind of like the orange. Maybe we'll do the burnt orange. All right, so these are our background sheets. Okay, so you got your background sheets. I usually kind of put them together. All right, I need to, let's see. I kind of got to shift so you guys can see the whole thing here. These cameras just never give you enough room. Okay, so that's our backgrounds. All right, we're in the design phase. Let's open up our Turbo templates. And then if you've gotten all those, the organizers and all that, it comes with this guy so that you can see, and it says it's Turbo and that it is a club template set. I have not decided how I want to organize. I know I have to reorganize. What I got going on right now is just not working anymore, so we do need to reorganize. Tell me if you like our new organization system. I'd really like to know your opinions. Okay, let's push that. This, let's put, I don't know where to put this stuff. Again, I am not in my usual surroundings, so I'm a little disorganized. I brought some other stuff. I don't know why I brought Autumn, but I brought Autumn. Brought that. Probably won't use that. Yeah, probably not. I bought Everett. I want to try Everett. I love our 12-inch borders. Those are probably one of my favorites. This is Echo Point Place. We might try those. We'll see. I also brought Spotlight. I thought that was fun. And then I brought stars. I think there's kind of some stars in here. Let's see. I didn't really bring not too many accessories with me here. I like the stoplight, that's kind of fun. Can you guys see all these pieces? I don't think we'll go with stars. Maybe spotlight if we're looking for something different, but I'm gonna put those next to me and out of the way. We're gonna play with either the Echo Point Place or Everett Drive. I mean, Everett Drive just, it speaks driving, right? Say hello. I saw a notification, but now I don't see it. Keep commenting, friends. I don't see any comments. I wonder if my comment will come up. Let's see. Comment club for more info. Let's do that. See if that pops up. There it is. Okay. All right, let's pull these guys out and see what we got going on. This is Everett Drive. So we got 3A, 2B, 1B. Okay, let's put these aside first. Let's start with our borders. 1B, 2A. Okay, there we go. There's that match. Oh, this is cool. All right. I feel like a beginner, you guys. I haven't done this in so long. Okay, we got that guy. I like the straight edge of that. I love the peaks and valleys. I've always loved, oh gosh, it starts with an M. You guys, I haven't done this in so long. Gosh, not Madison, McKay. Oh my gosh, when McKay first started, best template set ever. Okay, this is, see what Echo Point does. See if they have any straight edges on this one. Not really. Okay, we're gonna put that one aside. Let's put all this stuff aside. All right, I am thinking, I like this. I like this. Okay. Again, we're in the design phase, so we're gonna just put this guy maybe up here. 2 little photos there. I really like this light. I feel like we could, let's see, feel like we could do yellow, red, green, not in that order particularly. This is supposed to go like this. Maybe we need to shift it to this side. For some reason, I'm feeling a little thrown off here. Let's see. Okay, let's find a different set to use here. Say hello, friends. I am in the design phase here. We are playing with the January Club. I am late to the game. I get it. I get it, I get it, I get it. Totally get it. I didn't really bring a whole lot with me, which wish I would have. I feel like I need to have this one on this side because I feel like we gotta keep those points at a diagonal. Lots of hills and mountains going on. I feel like because I'm not putting anything behind that one, don't want to put anything behind this one. But we'll probably have to bring it up some. Let's see, switch the sides here. Let's see. So we don't have to bring it up as much. Well, that didn't really make that too much of a difference, but I think I like this one better under here. Let's try flipping it. Let's try flipping. No, that's too much of a difference there. I don't like that. Yep, I think I like it like this. Okay. And then this one will stay there. We could actually keep that also open, right? Because we're gonna have all this open space up here. So EverDrive 1A is on top, so we're gonna put this guy underneath. See what it looks like. Match it up with that. All right, so it flows. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I kind of like it. Because that's kind of flowing and that's kind of flowing. Let's see if we flip it, if it makes any kind of a difference here. Nope. No, I like it like this. Okay, I think we got our borders. Then you can start with your accessorizing. We could put this across like that. That's kind of fun because then we got this thing going, we got that thing going. Of course, we'll have to put a little, a little car somewhere. Put him there. Could put a little burst. Was it red, yellow, green? Or is green at top? I don't know. It's one of those things you don't think about, right? So we could put that underneath. Or tuck it in kind of here. Could tuck it in there. Again, I did not bring a whole ton of anything, did I? And you don't have to use everything. Let's see here. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use these guys. This layout's going to be pretty simple. We're not going to crowd it too much. I feel like I'll have a couple of pictures here. We can have one here. You know, do some journaling here. Have maybe a couple, 2, 3 here. Could bring this guy here. Excuse me. Have a cute little picture there. What do you guys think? What do you think? I think that's coming along. Let's see here. There we go. I think this is cute. So we could do, like I said, 2, 3 pictures here, maybe one nice big one here, 2 here, have a little journal box here. Or we do a tag. I know I want the car. We gotta have the car. I'm gonna tuck this under here. Tuck this guy. We can also tuck that under. Let's see, how many inches is this guy? This guy is about 6.5. 6.5 by like 8. From here to here is 8. That's probably another 1.5 inches. Let's see. Total, we got 9.5. Could tuck it under there. That takes up a lot of space. I don't know that I'll use this. It's a great tag. A great tag to put a nice 5x7 on top. It would be really nice. We'll stick with this down here. Our little car there. Okay. I think this is where we're going with it, guys. Okay, that's the layout. And now we have to pick our papers, what we're gonna do it on. So let's bring our patterns over. I think with, let's see, what are we gonna do with that? Not your typical red, yellow, green colors here. So we could play on this with the orange, the white, and the dark green. Do something like that in there. So possibly let's see here, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to do the black for the light, and then we'll do the black for the car. I think that's what we'll do there. And then, so we'll put this to the bottom. We need something, we need 3 different border colors. So I definitely like this one. We'll use this guy for one of those. We'll do this one so that we can kind of play on the light. Let's see. I don't want too crazy of a pattern for that guy. We need to keep it mellow. At least I do. Let's see here. We also got the stripe. Definitely want to use that stripe somehow. I feel like we need that light blue. Where is that guy? Feel like we do. Okay, feel like we need that. I think we're good. Like I said, I love mixing crazy patterns. Okay. Okay, I think we can do the stripes on here. Wish we had a, well, let's see. Let's see if this pattern makes sense on here. It just might. And it might not. We'll see. It just might. It could. I think it very well could. If we hit it just right. Okay, I think we can use it right here. I think this will work for this guy. Okay, so when you finally pick everything out for yourself, then you're gonna go into trace mode. So we've finished the design mode. Now we're gonna do trace mode, right? So we're gonna go ahead and trace. I don't exactly trace completely, especially if it's straight lines. Okay, because I'm probably going to take my straight cutter here and just go zip it down, keep it lined up. And then we'll use scissors to come in these little sections. Work smarter, not harder, right? Okay, almost done. Sometimes on these busy patterns, it is harder to see. So a trick you can do is take the template and slip it under your your paper. So you can slip it under this side, go same way though, face it the same way, and then trace it on that side. But this is a dark side too, so if you had a white pencil, that would also be beneficial on a dark background. Okay, so we have that traced. So what I'll do is just zip it down that way. So whatever I do to one side of my page, I do to the other side of the page. So what do we want? Maybe we can do, I think maybe what we'll do is we'll take this guy, and I know I said I wanted to do black, so what I'll do is I'll do the black just for this part, and we'll use this for the pole part. You just gotta find a good use of this paper so we're not taking up too much. Get it nice and close. And so what I'm going to do also is I'm going to trace the entire thing. And then when we cut out this part, we'll just lay it on top. So we'll just layer it. I think that'll be easier than just kind of placing it. All right, so I'm kind of like trying to center it in my zigzag lines. Hold your template down and trace. Again, I'm going to do the entire template. Let's loop around here. It'll wiggle on you if you don't hold it down. Oh, see, like that. Just a wiggle, wiggle. You guys, I haven't done this in so long. Tell me, who's going to win the Super Bowl? Are you going to be scrapbooking during it? Ugh, my son is calling me. Why does he want to call me? All right, so we're not worried about those inner circles. Do not worry about that right now. Okay, we'll put that aside. So whatever I do on one side, I do on the opposite side. Give me 1 second because I need to see what my son needs. I'm live. What's up? See what he says. Okay. For now, let's just kind of cut this out. I prefer cutting a smaller section out of the paper versus trying to cut the whole thing. So much easier to cut it when it's a smaller piece. Okay. Okay, so this is what we'll be cutting out. We'll put this aside in case we need the other side for something. Okay. It appears he's not going to answer. Hope everything's okay at home. Don't you just love it? Okay. Sorry guys, give me 1 second here. Oh gosh, sorry. My daughter's asking me stuff. I mean, what is going on? Hold on. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Goodness gracious. Okay. So that'll need to be cut. All right, so we got this and part of this so far. Let's get the black part of it traced. So I'm going to kind of take it all the way up to the corner there. Grab my pencil. I'm going to just do the actual box part. Okay, so we're in the trace phase of our design or our layout process. There's 5 steps. I guess I'll just kind of pencil these in. I don't know that I'll cut those out or what we'll do there. Okay, let's get that cut. Okay, put that aside. All right, so we got this whole piece cut and we got this whole piece traced. Now we have to figure out what we're doing with our borders. So I feel like between these 4, I love that one. I love that one. I like the light blue. I also feel like I need to, you think the Patriots are going to win? Okay. Let's see. I wonder if we're going to use that for smaller detail type stuff. I think this is cute for, okay. So I think wherever we have a single layer of templates, we'll use the stripes. Wherever we have the double, we'll do these 2. That makes sense to me. Okay, let's move these for a minute. All right, and we'll do up and down. Put this together. I'm going to kind of move this out of the way here. All right, we're probably not going to get through all 5 stages today, but we'll get through it, and then because I don't want to take up your time during the Super Bowl. I know people want to watch that, right? Okay, so here's what I do when I'm doing my templates, especially if they're the accompanying pairs, right? I put them together. We're going to trace this guy. Whoop, hold it still. Okay. I'm not going to trace the inner circle because I'll wait till we get pictures to do that. Okay. So then I keep my hands down on the bottom, I pull away, and then I trace the bottom piece. Yeah. Did I do that right? I think I may have wanted to add more room to this guy. I think I may have forgotten about that. Maybe not. We'll see. I think I did, but that's okay because even if this does come up this far, then we'll still have that orange bottom. That's okay. All right. So we had a little oopsie there. We'll just kind of erase that real quick. And then again, I just kind of quickly cut around. Okay, and we can put this back. We're going to have to cut something else out of that dark paper so that we have it equal, and I'll probably do it. I don't know which piece I want to do that yet too. Okay, let's set this aside. Let's get, so we've gotten these guys taken care of. Let's do, all right, so these guys were, this didn't really matter. Okay, doesn't matter how big we make these. Okay. I know, I'm rambling. Okay, these are our background. We don't need that. Still need to do that. So let's kind of put this aside. These are our background sheets, okay. So then these are our two patterns. So we're either going to have this as the background, and then this will go underneath, or vice versa. Right, let's see, Everett Drive 1A goes on top. Now I can't think how I had that. Shoot, I messed it up. There we go. Goodness. No, that's not how I had it. Shoot. Guys, do you remember how I had this? Shoot. Shoot. Okay, I think I'll do 1B on that guy. 1A on that guy. This guy. And this guy will look like this. So what's kind of nice, and here's a tip for you. Pay attention to the way the design is. Sometimes if there's words or birds and you have something flipped, then your birds are going to be hanging upside down or your words are going to be sideways. So pay attention to that. All right, let's put this aside here. All right, so this is a pretty easy pattern to just trace on. So we're going to put that on the end. Line it up. Bring this guy down, nestle them in like they love each other. Okay, I do straight line, pull it up, and then trace this guy. I kind of just let my finger guide, my pinky finger just kind of stays on the template and then guides it along. Okay. Again, straight edge. We could do that when we're ready. Let's bring this guy down. Is this guy? Yeah, he'll be like that. Okay. Same thing. Let's bring it down to the edge. Pair it up. Okay, go straight across. I don't even do the full thing because like I said, I'm going to use my straight edge. Okay, my finger kind of has some pressure on the template and I follow the pencil along. There we go. There's that. Okay. So we've traced all of those things. We still have a few things to trace. Let's get those. These are all good. We have to trace that, that, and that. We've traced that and that. Put those aside. We've traced that and that. This is what we have left. I don't know what I want to do inside there yet. Not sure, maybe we just do colors. Just plain old colors for that one. I don't know, I gotta think about that. But these three pieces we still need to do something with. So, because we have the black on the one side with our light, let's do, grab the wrong one. Let's grab our black and do this guy. I think I like that guy. Okay. I'm just going to kind of butt that up on the bottom there. Straight line and then a little curve. Hold this down. Straight line, little curve. Okay. And then we'll cut the inside out. Oops, shifted on me. To the inside of that, or the outside of the star. And I'm not sure, I may just keep that a solid star. Thinking I might just do that. Because then if I decide to do the small star out of something else, we could do that. That might be an option. But for now, we're just going to do the outer. Did I not do that? Okay, let's get that back there. There we go. Didn't finish that inside. Okay. All right, that one's traced. Okay, I got close. All righty, and then let's see. That over here. We got the car and our little burst. Let's do an orange car. Question is, do we want a light orange car? Ooh, or do we want a dark green? I'm thinking too with the traffic lights. I'm going to do, like we'll do these three colors, I think. What do you think? That's what we should do. So 3 circles with those colors. So where's that little template here? Okay, so we'll do a circle out of this guy. Grab the green here. And then and then blue. Okay, I'm probably gonna just grab it from here and let's do the top. Actually, let's do it from this corner. Okay. Got the light figured out. While we're at it, let's do the star inside of here. Let's do that in orange. We'll make that a bright color. So let's grab that. And then come down here. Trace the inside. Okay. Okay. Got that. There we go. Okay, that's that. We got that. So now we have to do either that in blue or green or that in blue and green, because whatever we did on one side, we have to do to the other side. So what do we want to do? Let's see. Because this is going to be like this. This is going to be on the stripe. Let's see, do we want that in blue or the car in blue? I think I'm going to do the car in green. Let's grab that green. Okay. So what I kind of pay attention to also is like, do I have enough where if I need a strip or if I can make a skinny border, I want to keep that intact. All right, since I've already dug into this part. And this pattern is going this way. So I am going to bring my little guy down here. Hi, Debbie. I know it's been so long. It's been a rough couple of years for us. All right, I feel like a beginner, and I've been doing it since, well, I've been scrapbooking since 1997. My gosh, 1997, holy moly. And I think I'm just going to pencil that handle in, pencil that guy in, and just color the headlight in. I've been with Kiwi Lane since 2015, so I'm going on my 11th year. Yikes. Okay. I need to figure out these tires here. Well, 99. That's still quite a long time. Quite a long time. All right, so let's see. Let's color in the tire wheel wells here. We're just going to color that in. I'm not going to cut a tire separate. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. The way they made the car look like it's moving fast. I know, right? You could always like cut just little, you know, little smoke marks coming off the back of it or something. That would be cute. Okay. Let's get this guy partially cut. Okay. And then last but not least is our star. I'm going to try to maximize my space here. Again, I have the most use out of this part, so I'm going to try to keep stuff, all the little stuff over here. And I don't go to the tips of, like I said, if it's a straight line, I just kind of trace most of it. Because I'll let my straight scissors get the tips for me. I will go to the corner though, so I know how far to go down. Work smarter, not harder, friends. What got you into scrapbooking, Debbie? I where I lived at the time. My daughter was 2, and my neighbor was a creative memories consultant, and she's like, oh my gosh, I have something to show you. I think she was having a party or something. She goes, come over, I have something to show you. I think you'll like it. I don't know why she thought I'd like it, but she was right. Oh, that's cold. So she showed me the creative like her albums. I'm like, oh my God, that is so cool. That is so cool. And me being the creative, crafty type, I loved it. And right away, yeah, just ran with it. And then I saw a layout, I guess these, excuse me, I saw a layout on, it must have been some kind of a scrapbooking group that I was in. I can't remember where it was. But someone posted a layout, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I liked how it was dark around the edges. And when I was a kid, I used to do that. I used to like outline everything. I colored. So I thought, well, that appealed to me, right? So I commented on the layout. I'm like, oh my God, that's the best thing I've ever seen or whatever. And she reached out to me and became my mentor. My kids were in school. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Started, I signed up. I started doing shows by me. Like I would take product with me. So yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see the trace line, right? I did not finish my point. So what I do is I kind of start out here and I follow my trace line. Okay, take it to the corner, pull that out, and then I just follow this trace line. And you guys, if you're not exact, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. You're even gonna forget over time that you may have messed up. Gotta let go of perfection. Perfection has to go out the door. But I just make my straight cuts. Let my scissors do the work. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, there's our little burst. My mom invited me. Oh. Ah, here you are. You're like decorating your house with it, which is always amazing to see. Every time you post a new season, I'm like, oh, she's at it again. Okay, now we're gonna just kind of do this guy. And I outlined the lights on this, but I'm not gonna cut them out. We'll just cut out the circles that we traced and glue it on top. Sometimes it's hard to see on these, like I said, on these darker papers. Probably best to have a white pencil. If you don't have a white pencil, you want to get one. Like I said, I'm out of town. I didn't bring much with me, but I'm like, oh gosh, I have got to play with our January club. And I think my February club just got delivered today or yesterday. At my house. Well, that's not rounded at all. So when I get back, okay, there's that. I probably won't finish today. We're going to do this in phases. So we're going to probably get this all cut out. And then I'm going to let everybody go so that they can enjoy the Super Bowl tonight. It's gonna start at what, 6:30, so I'm sure I'm gonna be here for a while yet. But we'll get everything cut, and then we'll start with step 4, which is inking. We'll start that tomorrow, or the next time I can go live will be the inking process. So definitely set your notifications on the page so that you see when I finish. But we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna cut. We're just gonna cut. Have a great rest of your evening, Debbie. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for chatting. I just go along my cut lines here. Notice too that I don't move my scissors. I pretty much just move my left hand. I'm moving the paper. Okay. You move the paper, not your scissors. Sometimes I'll move my scissors, but not often. It's usually the paper I'm shifting. All right, we're gonna go around that tire. Up the wheel well a little bit, and I'm just going to kind of come across that line on the bottom. Then I'll come back to get that little snip. Snip that little corner out. There we go. Okay. Okay, same thing over here. I'll just take a little snippet on there. Keep following along here. Okay, I gotta take a little bit more there. Well, now that's not rounded. You guys, my eyes are so bad. Ooh. And my hands. Hello, Linda from Florida. What's your weather like? Are you guys warming up? I know you guys got cold down there somewhere. Well, I guess it depended where people are in Florida, but I heard it got pretty chilly. I'm in South Carolina, and we had snow a few days ago, just an inch. I wasn't in Charlotte. I'm in Hilton Head. So we got like an inch, and then the next day the sun came out, and that was that. It was all gone. All gone in a few hours. It was fun while it lasted. I'm originally from Ohio. And when I came, I left a foot of snow. So this was a nice little welcome change. It's in the 50s here. Sometimes it's in the 40s. But still better than 10 or -5. Okay, just straight little clips here. Work harder, not smarter. Doesn't have to be perfect. No one's gonna know. You gotta throw that perfection out the window, friends. Out the door. There we go. I see Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for hopping on. Where are you from? Okay, here's to one of our lights. Again, if you're tracing on dark backgrounds, get yourself a good white pencil like I don't have. I need to get one. I'll have to bring one next time. I'm not in my usual house, so I didn't have everything. I hoped I had brought everything, but I did not. In fact, I totally forgot adhesive. I'm like, and I didn't have a pencil. Like, how do I not have a pencil? So I had to order pencils from Amazon, and I ordered my adhesive, and it came yesterday. So I'm like, oh good, now I can scrapbook. There we go, almost done. Take a little snip. That's gonna go on our light. So I kind of marked where they go. That'll be down there. Too bad we didn't have red, yellow, green. I think I did. I don't know. I don't remember what color I did for what. Crossville, Tennessee. All right. How's your weather? So high 60s, low 40s. Oh, St. Petersburg, Tampa area. We have been to, I love St. Peter. I think my cousin lives in St. Pete. Yes, my cousin is actually head of the Chamber of Commerce. So shout out to him. But we spent Christmas and then the summer prior at, starts with the C. Dang it. I can't think of the city in Florida. Why can't I think of that? Anyway, we spent Christmas there, which was kind of weird. We were in a hotel with our kids, which are grown adults, and you know, everybody had their own room, so it was kind of weird. But we still had fun. Why can't I think of it? They have a Clearwater. Yes, hello, Clearwater Beach. Had a great time. My husband and I went like the summer prior, just a vacation for a few days by ourselves, and loved it. My grandmother and grandfather used to live in Clearwater, and I remember the mall. This was when I was a kid. Remember the mall had an ice skating rink in it. I used to love that. Like every time we'd come see my grandparents, I'd be like, can we go to the mall and go ice skating? I loved it. Then they moved back to Ohio where I was living and my parents. And then they got sick. So that's not good. So Tennessee's back in the 40s. Hey, you know what? It beats 10. Okay? Just saying. All right. I'm not sure how I want to cut that inside out yet. So we're going to leave that. All right. This is, I'm going to follow this white line. This is our light lamp post. Tight squeeze there. A lamp post and our little, you can't see it. It's very hard to see on pattern paper. But let's cut this out. You know, I almost may start tracing with a marker. Why not, right? Just get a really fine tip marker. At least you'd be able to see it. And my eyes are going. As I get older, I don't know if it's I feel like they're worse. I go to the eye doctor and she says, your prescription hasn't really changed. And I said, I feel like I'm blind as a bat and I need a reader for everything, like anything up close. I need my readers. Can't survive without my, like literally, if I forget them, I'm freaking out because if we go out to dinner, I'm like, I got nothing. I can't read that. Book could definitely benefit from distance as well. And nighttime driving sucks. Especially in the rain, when it's dark. It's just crazy. And I'm not that old, you guys. I'm really not. My eyes are. I guess it's maybe all that scrapbooking and all the cross stitch I did as a young child. I wouldn't even dare attempt that anymore. Who really knows how my projects would turn out? I'm sure I would miss an X here and there. That's also true. But a not a board eraser, a clean eraser, Mr. Clean, that'll take it right off. Just make sure you're not rough with it. Like I will put it, flat, the template flat, and I kind of will rub it gently with a Mr. Clean eraser, or I'll hold the template and kind of, they have them in sheets and you can kind of just go along the edges. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. That worked okay. Sometimes like it'll bend on you and you get that darn white mark on your plastic template, but that's just the nature of the, what it is, the plastic. Brenda, are you a club member? And Linda, are you a club member? I was for the longest time, and then life got hard. Life got hard. COVID crept in, and are we even allowed to say that anymore? And then my parents' health just got real bad. I recently lost my dad last spring, so that's coming up on a year, but just the constant dealing with trying to take care of them and running over there constantly. Thank God they were only like 2 miles away from where I live, so I was able to be there lickety split, which was nice. But yeah, my dad passed in May and my mom is still alive, but she's got her, everybody's got their thing. So the last, few years have been crap. I think everybody can say that. I think everybody can genuinely say at one time or another, life has gotten hard. So anyways, I used to be a club member, had to cancel for a bit. And then thought, well, I need to get back into this. So here I am. Started with January, started the month off. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking with this. All right, so I know I kind of zoomed in so you guys could see my cutting, but I figured this was what I was gonna do. We're gonna layer that on there, have our lights there. So cute, so cute. Love it. Okay, so that's that. We got these things cut out. I don't know how I wanna cut that out. I hate cutting inside of stuff. I hate it. I'm not a club member. Purchase templates monthly. I'm not happy with the changes. I don't think I'd use a lot of the monthly kits, so I pick and choose. I get that. I totally get that. There's been a lot going back and forth about that because I went to see, like I logged out of my account and I wanted to see what the kit options were. I don't think we can even get the template, so you're lucky you're grandfathered into that for sure. And I think I did that too. I went with the paper because I was like, I'm not going to use the garden type stuff. And I mean, I'm sure you could make it work, right? Eventually, but I totally get it. And it's not like they're not cheap. I get it, but it's great quality paper. That is for sure. But I get you. I totally get it because I went from paper to templates only because I'm like, I gotta have the templates. And then I just discontinued altogether. But I'm back. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. You lost both then. Yeah, my husband's dad passed. He passed in 2000, let's see, 15 or 16, 15. I think 15. Yeah, in 15. So he's been gone for a while, and then it was a good long stretch before any of the other grandparents had passed. My dad meaning. His mom had a bad fall. Gosh, that was bad. And then my mom she's hanging in there, but again, everyone's, got their thing. But thank you, I appreciate that, and I'm sorry for your loss as well. All right, so for this guy, because I don't want to have to go down, inside down, all that, so let's go ahead and, I'm gonna take those, get that out of there. This is just a spare piece of paper we may need. Let's add these guys. Grab my straight ruler here. No, I was not a creative memories person ever. I mean, that's how I started scrapbooking, but I've never been trying to see where this goes. This is the first time I'm using this thing. I've had this thing for like forever and never used it, so I thought, oh, well, I'll take it where I'm going. I'll leave it behind. Okay, I think it's lined up. So I'm just gonna zip off that edge and then I will get into the insides. There we go. Perfect, just what I wanted it to do. You know what? The 12-inch borders are my favorite. I said that in the beginning of the video. Those are my favorite part of Kiwi Lane is the borders. The paper is exceptional, but the borders is what got me. The borders is what got me. And I love the fact that I just love the look of it when you ink the edges. That's what drew me to this company is the inking. Okay, so now that I've done that, now I can go in quite easily and just do my snipping. Snip, snip. I'll come back for that edge. And if you're off a little bit, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. If anyone is interested in club information, go ahead and just comment club. I'm happy to share info or direct you to the website. Make sure you're a part of the Kiwi community. If you to go to, I believe it's kiwilane.com or community.kiwilane.com. You can join that way. Club members have their own special section. They have access to previous kits that they can purchase, whatever's in surplus, which is nice. Sometimes you guys get early, access to things. You have access to all the old PDFs back into, gosh, I want to say 2018. It's all stored. Oops, I missed one. Whoops. Mistracing one. Today we went through the design process, we went through the tracing process. Now we're cutting. And then I think I'll let you guys go for the Super Bowl. Who's gonna watch the Super Bowl and who's gonna scrapbook during the Super Bowl? I certainly won't scrapbook because I want to finish this with you guys. Okay, so I kind of just bend it down. I get in there and I snip that section out. Because if I miss that section, I'll have to go back and trace it. Snip. Bend it. Snip. Who's gonna win today? Does anybody care? I'm not a football person. I mean, if my hometown team was playing, then yes, I'd be all in. But I am originally from the Cleveland area, so we are Browns, Indians / Guardians, Cavalier fans. Don't judge, don't judge. It's where I came from. It's my roots. Cleveland area, not downtown Cleveland, but suburbs. The burbs. Okay, last one, and then we gotta trace that section that I totally missed. Right here. How did I miss that? I'm telling you, it's the eyes. My eyes are going. I gotta find that template. Here it is. Okay. Line it up. Okay. Get our pencil. I'm not going to finish the layout today, so what I'm going to finish is the cutting, and then we will start off again either tomorrow or the next day. We'll do the ink and put it all together. So you're not going to miss too much. This is just, we're going to finish cutting. You could always come back, fast forward it towards the end or where you left off, and then I'll see you next time, okay? Oh, very nice. My mother-in-law lives in Avon, and my brother-in-law, she's in Avon like he's in Avon. Oh my gosh, small world. Wow. I'll have to see if they know you. But my mother-in-law, she didn't go to the Cleveland Clinic for her accident. Gosh, I wish they would have. They took her downtown, and that was a disaster. But, oh my gosh, it's funny. It's a small world, you guys. It is a very small world. Yep. We will see you next time, Brenda. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate you. Give us a share if you can. And have a great rest of your evening, and I hope your team wins tonight. Okay, so we got that guy cut out. What else do we have? We have just three more. We just have three, the big borders to cut out, and then we will sign off for the night. All right, this one we have to do by hand. I would be here forever if I kept going. I'm a slow scrapbooker. Oh, my poor husband is so sick. You're welcome, Linda. Poor guy, he's just hacking. Hack, hack, hack. Guys, there are some nasty germs out there. I had it at the end of the year. New Year's Eve, I was miserable. All the way, I mean, it took me a good 4 weeks and 2 antibiotics, steroid. It was awful. This virus that's out there is no joke. And it's just a virus. It's nothing, it's not rhinovirus. Well, it could be, I don't know. It's bad. It's really bad. So bad. So stay well out there, friends. Stay well. Okay, there's that one. And then that guy. Ooh, I can't wait to ink all the edges tomorrow. Or whenever. Either tomorrow or, what's tomorrow? Monday or Tuesday. We'll get it done. Don't worry. Okay, I need to line up on that guy. Here's the tricky part. I'm not sure where that line goes. So we're gonna eyeball that. Totally eyeball it. We're eyeballing it. Because you know what? No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. Okay. I feel like it doesn't matter what trimmer I get, it never lays straight. Never. Okay. Turn that off. Put that in there. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? We are finishing up some cutting, and then we're gonna finish this another day because we don't wanna, I don't wanna take up everyone's time. I know tonight's the Super Bowl and people will wanna watch that. So we're just gonna finish cutting everything and then we'll come back either tomorrow or Tuesday, finish it up with our inking and then are applying it down. Okay, got those done. So, all right, these don't have anything to do with those. Okay, hold on. Let's finish this one. And then I'll show you how it's gonna kind of overlap. Okay, let's get this lined up. Again, totally eyeballing it. Because I didn't finish the line, which is fine. It's all good. We gotta shift it this way a little bit. Oh, I see, it kind of goes on that, so we're good. Let's line up. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to line this up here. Okay. You guys, get those background papers. They are still in stock for pre-order. Go get them before they take it down. If you need a website link, it's in the description of the video. It'll be under the pre-order link. And then you can get so many more layouts out of your club kits. Just such a slow cutter, because I can't really see the lines, so that's where I'm hesitating. Almost there. Boom. Okay, so this is what I was thinking. I'll have to figure out what sides I got going on, but this will be like that. Or no, I think this was underneath. This might have been underneath this one. That might have been under that one, like that. Isn't that cute? And then it'll be on the orange paper. Honestly, we should, well, either orange will work. We could do the dark orange or the light orange. And then once this is all inked up, these will look so much more amazing. All right, we are done with the cutting. I'm gonna end it here, and then stay tuned. Either tomorrow or Tuesday, we'll do the inking, and then we'll put it all together. Thanks for hopping on today.